Tell me, O Muse, of the many heroes from many places who wandered the many ways of the sacked sacred city of Arden.
Speaking of mothers.
On that note, welcome to the 29th expedition of the Arden Vulgaris campaign. It is the 20th of Toternios. It is Taz Day. Let's get ready to rumble. Who do we have in the Discord?
I'm first for a change. It's Ed, and I'm playing Kondak Grass Spirit, the level 1 Halfling Thief. He has an oath to recover the spear Nightwind that was stolen by Lizardman from Attilis. He doesn't have any retainers.
Rest in peace.
I'm Michael, and today I'm playing Batu, the Kumus Druid. He has no oaths.
I'm Lauren. Today I'm playing Urias, the fighter, who would like to make an oath, if Hastar would hear it.
I will listen.
Hmm.
Do you want to go to the spooky altar to do it?
No.
No. Okay.
Urias wishes to make an oath that he will acquire a weapon capable of helping him defeat the undead old one at the throne that took 2 of his companions from him.
Ooh, right. Very nice oath. Yeah, I like that.
Make a weapon?
No, get a weapon.
Oh, get a weapon.
Whether it's buy it.
A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah. Acquire. Whatever, by whatever means.
The Numidian hammer.
Yeah,
I like it as long as you don't just like as long as you don't just pour holy water on a regular sword and then say, I've done it.
No, it has to be enchanted, capable of helping defeat this thing. Right?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, Mitra is lawful, but is this a rule of law or letter of law or interpretation of law?
Yeah, is it de facto law or de jure law? We'll see. All right. Yeah, go ahead. Throw it into the skein of fate. And we'll see
Take another shield.
What destiny has in store for us. All things flow through Mitra's judgment. That's what they would say. So, well, let's see. That's a really sweet oath. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
Cool. I'm Lewis, and I'm back with Samruch, everyone's favorite luck vending machine. She is a level 2 now. She has completed an oath. And she does not have any outstanding oaths, but she does have a good lash who just, loves hanging out with her.
Oh, when are you gonna get him to commit?
He is. He's my dude.
Oh, he's a cohort now. A full cohort since last session.
So yeah, I've got like 1,000 gold worth of stuff on me.
Killer! Nice.
And yeah, he's my boy. He's a fighter. Which doesn't actually make him any good in combat. He was already a fighter last session. It ups his carry capacity because he gets to add his constitution mod to his carrying capacity. He's already a Thorkin, so I'm like, cool. He is the human. The human mule.
Yeah, I see. Torch, shield, torch, shield. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly that. Despite having a strength of 7, he has a carrying capacity of 16. So that's how it goes. 15 actually.
Yeah. Also, just so you know, Setite armor is 2 slots.
Oh,
it's chainmail.
Okay.
Just drop it or whatever. I don't know, but anyways, that's something to consider. And we're still in introductions. Keep going.
So I'm Rory, and I'm playing Hastar, the Dwarven Priest. He has no oaths. He has only played
Uh.
one session. So
Whenever I hear Dwarven Priest, I have very mixed feelings.
Tragedy.
There's a lot of yeah. Arden Vol is paved in the blood of Dwarven priests.
does it make you feel better or worse that he's using a longsword and not an axe, a pick, or a mace?
I mean, I don't know. Whatever you can do to change the change the pattern. Yeah. Whatever
He's got
it takes.
2.5 times as much HP as my fighter, so hopefully that
Okay.
helps him.
Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna drop that armor.
Mm-hmm. All right,
And
so yep, so Samaruk and Goodlash need to hoof it down to the Inn of the Lost for the starting part of the session because we are doing the Australian campaign today. We're starting down under. We are starting from the inn.
Yeah.
Last time we were down here was, I think we did the math, it was February 21st IRL. It was episode 15 or something like that. And everyone was running. Everyone's monthly rates are coming due soon, and everyone's like, oh, we should get on that.
Can we meet Samaruk and Goodlash at the where Riglon is on the troll lift, or do they have to come with where to fit in before we can start?
No, because you can make it to the troll lift, no problem. There's no like randoming.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no like you'll be eaten by a grue. You just have to pay the gold to go up the lift.
And will that improve Samaruk's chances of getting down to us, or is it not great?
No, it's well, yeah, it's one fewer level, so it's like a one fewer -1 malice.
Yeah,
technically.
Okay, so should we do that then, and then we can explore a bit more around that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before we leave the inn, nobody would tell us about the passport, right? Because they thought we were too scrubbish.
No, they tell you how to get a passport. Like, what do you want to know about the passports?
Oh, how do we get them?
Oh, you have to be friends with somebody, like either the troll thane themselves or a perfunctory person who would have them.
Okay, so do
for example, like
quest, Gog's quest, and we can get a passport.
Yeah, for example, the goblin merchants got theirs from their king. As a for the economy.
Yeah.
So it's not exactly clear. I think some other, I don't know. Ask the other players. I feel like someone I gave a rumor about him to somebody somewhere.
About the Goblin King?
No, about the passports and at least the perils of trying to imitate one.
Oh yeah, I'll repost this again.
Yeah,
I don't think other people update it.
But yeah, you keep hearing about something called the troll markets, as like that's the place where all the good stuff is. When you're asking about where the Forum of Set was, the troll markets in the court of the troll thane is really that's where everyone wants to go. Anyways, yeah, so
I think Lewis got his
roll to make then.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've looked at my character sheet, Eric, you will know that I've stocked up for this role.
Well, let's all head up to Riglon's lift station first. There's one fewer floor.
All right. So
you want to stock up on anything while we're here? Because there's a merchant. Oh, I don't have any torches. I have one oil and a lamp.
I have no torches.
2 torches.
So is your plan just to? Oh, your bag of holding is that?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I was worried. I was like, as soon as Eric sees someone's done this, he might be like, that seems like an exploit. But then I was like, the only reason I can do this is because I have a bag of holding that can take 10 torches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's okay. Like prima facie, it seems ridiculous that these torches do it, but also this game is basically saying torches also include equipment for, you know what I mean? Like it's a stand-in for Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you have completely over prepared for the expedition, is what that actually means, right? Which
Yeah.
I'm fine with. So,
So
all right.
yeah. Right. So what are my malices here? I'm getting to the 5th level. Is that correct?
Yep. So you're looking at
So
-4.
4.
This is unsafe.
Well, that's -2.
Yep. And you're not at less than half HP.
Cool. So that's a total of 6. And I need to hit 12. So I have 1, 2,
And you've got luck, right? You've got luck.
12. Yeah, I was hoping to not have to spend it if I'm honest. 12.
We'll see.
Burn the
13,
torch.
14, 15, 16, 17. Which will take me to 11. No, because it's -1.
Are you and Goodlash sharing the
trying-
same fate, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, sorry. I'll start. Right. So I got. Yeah, 17 torches. So that's 16.
17 torches.
So -1 and 16.
You will
plus
burning all of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just light
plus
them all at once.
plus 2 con. Sorry. No, that's good lash. Plus 3 charisma. So that's 20. -6.
So like a +14.
So
You
plus
can't
14.
fail.
I don't actually need all
You
that.
literally can't fail. Yeah. I mean, then you don't have to roll. Like you can just with a +14, you literally can't get less than a 12, which means you can make it.
I'm just thinking how many torches I can afford to save.
2.
Oh yeah.
It's like 2 more.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'll just keep two of the torches and then delete the rest.
There you go. Right. You
Torches
can
and charisma. One weird trick.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, so you can start below, and the rest of the group, I guess, is going to. Everyone has to pay at least 2 gold to make it up the lift, for the 2 legs, from the Eastern Troll Lift to the Floating Island Junction to the Upper Troll Lift Station.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have 2 gold. If someone could pay
I
that
got
for me.
Thank
you.
I've got 6 gold left, so we've got to find some gold.
Yeah.
This will be the day we find a big treasure haul. I'm sure.
Well, last
Okay.
2 sessions have been big treasure for everyone, so.
Yeah. So the large, hulking, grunty trolls, who are hauling you up the elevator, that's disguising a loading screen of buffering the level, reveals to be, reveals up, and you see Olympiadorus and Goodlash waiting for
Did we
you
see
as
the
your
hidden
correspondence
stuff
intended.
on the side of the chasm that we were looking for? What was it that we
What
were
are you
talking
looking
about
for?
earlier?
Well, we heard a rumor. We heard a rumor that there is. It's actually to the south of the bridge, if that's the right bridge. We heard a rumor some time ago that someone had hidden something in somewhere along that chasm wall to the south. If I could dig out the rumor, maybe.
Yeah, something by the Imperial Span.
Yeah, we found a wax tablet that had something written on it. If that is the Imperial, do people refer to that as the Imperial Span? Is that
No.
Because it's known as the Sundered Span, right? Is it?
Yeah.
known as the Imperial Bridge as well.
There are notes referring to it as the Imperial Span, but that's that's the old name for it. It's the Sundered Span.
Okay.
So this thing that you found is probably really old.
Probably pretty low.
Well, I mean, like, if it's forgotten knowledge, right?
Yeah, so the wax tablet we found, it was written in Mithric, for one thing, so it's probably pretty old. It said, that suck-up Lucius Cornelius took Lord Maris's relics to his own abode. He said he needed them to prepare his biography. We will never see those things again, nor Cornelius, that rat. I think he's holed up in a hidden lair somewhere along the chasm wall south of the Imperial Bridge. So there might be a lair on that southern wall but I don't know how we get to it, or if we could see
How
how
far
far
the
along it
chasm
would be,
goes.
how far the chasm goes. Like south of the Imperial Bridge is very vague.
Yeah, the south of the Imperial Bridge is much darker and more wild than I would say the north. The north definitely has more continual lights and stuff like that, especially towards the waterfall and the like. Yeah, there's a lot of there's a few waterfalls that are pouring off the eastern side, western side.
I'm going to strike up a torch just whilst we're here. So that is 49 minutes past.
Mm-hmm. So
now, do we have anyone with detect invisibility or the ability to chant? I don't think we do we? Because that would be one way to see anything in that chasm wall.
Or should I? Sorry, actually, I'll strike up an oil. 1 second thoughts, because that might give more light.
It goes further.
Clamber out over that. Yeah, but we do have a thief, right?
That's me.
So yeah, I think Ed gets climbing, right?
Yeah, but it's not like OSE where I just can climb sheer surfaces or have no, it's a chance to climb sheer surfaces, right? It's Dex. I get advantage on Dex checks.
Yeah.
I mean, like if we anchor, if we use pitons and anchor you in, tie you off, you climb out, hammer in another piton, tie yourself off.
I mean, that's assuming he sees something that looks.
Like I mean, maybe we should go onto the bridge first and see if we can actually see anything on over the walls from where we are. If that's okay with the party.
Yeah.
Oh, if we kill that old one, somebody could sit in the chair and astral project down into the chasm to get a better look.
Oh yeah, that was the ability of that throne, wasn't it? You could do
that. For another session.
What do we think is more dangerous, tangling with an old one or climbing out in the chasm?
Tangling with an old one.
Old one, Urias, let's say.
The only person has to risk himself is contact the halfling to do this part.
So. I mean, I'm personally fine with that risk.
I mean, I also think you don't just want to start blindly climbing the side of the chasm.
No, we got to go out on the bridge and see if we can see anything. If we can't see anything, then it's a bust. We'll go somewhere else. But just while we're here, I'm just curious. Maybe we can see something.
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to transpose across the layers of the map so to get an idea of what you can see. All right. I would say that there's nothing within 50 feet of you, up or down, that you definitely would see that looks obvious, even as a thief. Like from the bridge, looking on each side of the cliffs, there's nothing 50 feet either side. That being said, taking your time as a thief, I will say that you will spot something of interest. And in fact, on the western side of the span, to your south, about 80 feet from the bridge, there is definitely like an opening of some kind, about
like here,
10 feet wide. I'm not looking at where am I?
Is it where the goblin opening is?
It doesn't line up. It's in that general direction, is what I would say. But yeah.
Mark an X over here.
So you can see that there is some sort of entry point there. You definitely see that there's the waterfall, and that's kind of obscuring your vision looking north. But above you, about 100 feet, you're seeing sort of like a flat ledge, as like, some kind of creatures or flying bat or something like that is roosting up there. So pretty much 100 feet on the eastern side of the cliffs here, there's some sort of platform or opening above you.
Somebody draw that. Where was it? I wasn't paying attention.
Just 100 feet up on this eastern side, right in front of us. I mean, 100 feet.
Up as in
vertically.
vertically.
Vertically up.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much vertically.
Do we think that waterfall is like flowing out from where Gog's lake is? Because that's.
It seems
I mean,
possible.
maybe.
Like,
Yeah, this
So-
river
there's a
could
huge amount of
probably-
water flowing that way, and then there's a waterfall some distance away from it. I guess that makes sense.
I would also
what's our-
no. Sorry, I want to
I was
interject
just-
here.
Yeah, go on.
Because I want to telegraph something. It's not bats that are flying around here. They fly drunkenly like bats do, but they're some sort of squid bat
Squid bat.
that are, it's doing like that backwards movement of like a squid through the air.
That's a mental image I needed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they just sort of having a bit of exercise up there? They're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
moving
No.
Towards us at the moment.
No, not at all. No. But you see, like the ambience that you thought were natural bats is actually these things.
Squidites.
Yeah.
Squats.
Squid-
Squats.
Squats. Squid bats.
Yeah.
Okay.
You never
What's
heard
that-
of
what's-
speleocephalopods? Weirdos.
No.
All right.
What's our relationship with the goblins at this point? Are they gonna, as a halfling, are they gonna object to me going? over
you're
there?
Now you're standing on a bridge that has like a 3-foot wide plank of wood over it, responsible for
Yeah.
all traversal. That's a pretty good
Yeah,
metaphor
What for the?
for your relationship with the goblins. Tenuous.
Slightly
Right.
better than the razor's edge.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just wondering if there's something down here. The best place to climb down to it is going to be going down to whatever this cave is here, right?
Yeah. For
I
sure.
don't know. Did we know that do we know that led out onto this the chasm?
Or we
No.
don't. We've not been in this. We've not been that way.
No.
I don't think. But I don't know if the goblins are just going to get arsey with us if we go over there. I mean, we could put a pin in it and come back when we have the
Yeah.
right gear. Like,
I mean, we have spikes and
Yeah.
Maybe
Spikes. Rope.
Featherfall and
I kind of want to
I mean,
have spider. I kind of want to have spider climb to do this. You know?
Featherfall is
I don't know.
only slightly helpful in this situation in that, like, it will delay your death
But Elion's
from
has
the
got,
landing point to when anything finds you.
Elion has got spider climb. You know, and that's what I'd like to have. You know, if we're going to go out climb around this chasm.
I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
like time and tools, right? Like,
Yeah.
if we spike you in, rope tied off to thing, like it's only what
Oh.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60-ish feet. So that's 2 lengths of rope,
Right.
to be very generous.
I wanna interject because your boy didn't read the room description until now. What you're looking at. It's there for sure, but it's not just an empty cave face, and this is probably why you saw it. Reflecting off of your light are numerous hooks and wires on a netted mesh that's sort of kind of, think like cargo netting almost, right? But like maybe not as, industrial. Thin enough that it's preventing anything. You see like a little cephalopod thing. The squat fly at it
Mosquito net.
and fly off because it can't get in.
No, the cargo netting's on the north one.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's on the
digits.
one. Sorry.
Oh, right. Not on the thing we see off to the south.
Yeah.
I mean, we have
that
opposable
was-
thumbs.
No, the cargo netting. You had it right to the cargo netting. Where you were typing that. That's where I was describing. That was the 70 feet
Oh,
to
is
the
that-
to the south.
You said the squids, and the squids were on the north one.
I know. Well,
Yeah,
no,
but they are.
squids are kind of everywhere, but I was using that as a
Okay.
descriptive device. I could see how that could be misconstrued. I'm sorry. We'll be more precise.
So
Yeah,
onward to
so
the
I-
arena.
Yeah, maybe we should head to the arena because I think if I can't see if it's not just an open, then I'm not going to climb out there and not know if I can get in it or not. And
No,
I don't want to be attacked by these squid things while I'm swinging around. So
yeah, the thing that's hurting you right now is really that you don't really have a lot of light that extends out. Like what I'm trying to point out here is that this chasm is at least, double your torch light or lantern light out,
yeah,
and that's north and south. So
What is the rule? Is it a dex rule to climb along this surface?
yeah, or
I mean,
if a roll is required, it would be
Yeah.
probably dex.
like I guess
Lash
we've got
has
iron.
advantage on dex, and we've got iron spikes. Like I'll volunteer Goodlash to do it. He'll take off his armor so he's less encumbered, and drop his gear and just climb out over the chasm and see what he sees.
I mean, this was just supposed to be a scouting mission for that. Like we had a plan for the arena because he needs to work on Nightwind.
Okay, yep, cool.
Yes.
Let's do it.
I think Curious would say, arena. I understand that. Let's go there.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, we're going to the arena.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
which means we go back and talk to Riglon and get in the lift again, and you all spend $2 each, two gold, to go back down to where we came, back to the level with the inn.
Oh, what? It wasn't over the bridge here?
No, you guys were the Imperial, the Sundered Span is on the upper troll lift station floor.
Yeah, but the description from the arena or to the arena, I thought it was from where Riglon was.
No, it's from the inn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you were asking. You were getting your directions from people at the inn to where the arena was. So that was my point of reference.
All right.
Curious will pay. That's fine.
So you actually so you have to pay to go back down. Like, oh, leaving so soon, master surface dwellers. Okay. Have a good time at the arena.
The mushroom
can't-
stew
as
is
you-
just so good.
You can't.
Just can't get enough of being deep in the dungeon, Riglon.
No.
You know how it is.
Oh. Well, don't get into a habit of it, he says under his breath. He's, he follows up. It's bad, even in a quieter voice. It's bad for you, surface dwellers' health. All right. So you the two bestial trolls go back to hauling your sorry butts down this lift 500 feet to that floating island junction. Again, the other overseer here, that troll, he is literally, you've never seen his face. This homie is just reading books nonstop when it's his turn. He's like, just, puts a hand up or whatever, flips the switch, and just turns the page of whatever he's reading. So I think he's currently...
Can we see what he's reading?
Yeah, for sure. He's currently reading a very riveting treatise about whether or not sentient magical items are like people. Like, do they count as people? Like, as beings? Do they have souls? Yeah. It's like, can you resurrect a sentient item? Is like the question, and what that would mean.
Not interested in that whatsoever.
Mm-mm. No, and it's like introductory to
It's like, oh man, I need to give last rites to these broken weapons.
Yeah. He doesn't really have much of an expression, again, because you can't really see it. He's like So anyways, he'll let you go for the eastern lift. You float 70 feet in your little gondola across.
Do we notice anyone else going up and down the lifts?
I would point out something here though. When you get to that floating, when you get to the floating island, there are two rather large waterfalls on the eastern side. One's about 40 feet up from the floating island, and one's like actually pretty much kind of flush with the floating island. And you can see they're both pouring down below on the western side.
How big is this floating island?
Point to point, it's about 50 feet. But it's kind of like a
chunks taken out.
D10. It's like it's kind of oblong shaped. It's like an oblong diamond, like a oblong hex. So it's got So I'm describing the height of the hexagram. I'll just draw it. It's fine.
Oh, I see. That's what I was going to draw.
Like that. Sorry, I messed up that line there. Something like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I should have just said Legend of Zelda coin. Shape. They would have got the impression. And again, there's like this like massive. This place smells like I mean, I don't know if you all get this reference, but it smells like a Hollister store. Like it's super fragrant. And it's almost like a rainforest on here in terms of all of the extra light on it, and it's like seems to be constantly wet, and all of the plants and things like this. Especially, I know we have a druid playing, right? They would be that stuff is not ecologically here, you know. This is not what should be growing in a massive speleological site.
Do we catch the troll's name?
No, he hasn't introduced himself.
He doesn't.
He's reading the book. Yeah, no. I mean, he has the same like demure, like he's wearing the same sort of formal suit attire that like Reglon is, right? So you can see that he's clearly like an overseer. In terms of like, he's wearing his mandatory 15 pieces of flair, but like, he clearly is just more obsessed with his books than being a good host. So he just takes your money and presses the button. So anyways, enough dilly down.
Whilst we're on the troll lift, I imagine there's time to perform some spell casting.
Yes, please.
Type things. Forming an orderly queue, and Sunrook will read your fortunes.
Of course.
Before we depart.
I brought my own tarot cards. Thank you.
Yes, please.
I'm good with luck.
Okay, right. D +3. Who wants to go first?
Are you doing voice chat order?
Oh no. Cool. Oof. Right. Well, I will spend my luck to re-roll that. Capital. We can add that to the bingo card. Lewis types D with the capital D.
Capital D.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So you gotta have, and then I'll do myself again with one of my omens. The old. Yeah. Cool. Right. So I have luck again. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Right, I'll spend another luck. Sorry, this is incredible.
No, it's fine. As you're waiting, coming up, or I guess I should say, coming down from the above you. So like the upper troll lifts, you can see the next group of people coming down. This is like the next group you've seen. Like it's been relatively like kind of quiet here. And you can see that it's a big old pack of goblins.
Ooh.
Does anyone speak Goblin?
Let's have a
No.
look. No.
Okay. Well, they're definitely shifty-eyed. They're huddled close together, and their eyes are on swivels.
I'm going to try and make myself inconspicuous.
Yeah.
Being a halfling and knowing that there are bounties on halflings.
Just getting your omened.
Hide
Okay.
behind me. It's okay, says Furious.
Okay. All right. The troll lift goes by without a hitch. You all are left back on the massive platform. Your instructions or directions, I should say, was that you need to go straight from the troll lift north, or northeast, and there down that hallway, 30 feet in. There's 2 alcoves for statues, followed by another 15 feet for a larger kind of antechamber of 15 by 15 square. It's kind of sort of like a 15 by 15 square T intersection. Ooh, those symbols? You got those on standby?
No, I'm just copying them from somewhere else.
Ah, nice. Right. To give you a description of those statues that you can see, the statue on the left, I'm just gonna say the left side because I don't know, like north, technically northwest, but left side. That one is in much better, like way better condition than the one on the right. The right one's just like a lump, but the one on the left is definitely an old one. It's high quality, not as high quality as the one of the lad above the sundered span with their hand out, but this one is definitely imperious. Is probably might be a good way of describing it. She has a very strong demeanor, clearly wearing a unigarment with a cap, with their hand sticking out, like with their their 3-fingered hand and thumb.
And we can tell the gender of a statue.
Yeah, I think they have like humankind sexual dimorphisms.
Right. Okay.
So ostensibly female.
Is there graffiti on this one as well?
No, actually. This one's well kept.
And the one that's just a lump, is that just because of age? Has it been broken to bits? Have people taken bits of it? Is that why it's?
It doesn't. No, it's not broken. It just looks like it's been eroded. You can see that there's sort of like water pouring over it that's been, erasing its features. But past that line, again, 15 feet of that little alcove is this 15 by 15 square T intersection where it proceeds to the north and proceeds to the southwest. And in the corner, in the top left corner of that 15 by 15 square, right? So 15 feet of hallway, followed by a 15 by 15 square, and with 3 exit points. One is like that. And there's a statue, in the obvious place you would put a statue in an intersection like this. And this is a hulking troll. You've seen what trolls look like. This troll looks like Super Saiyan, like it's almost yeah. They are their muscles have muscles, They
Platonic ideal of a troll.
Yeah.
it's definitely it's It's maybe not the best quality, though. You wouldn't want this in your, mezzanine of your manorial estate. That's what I would say. But I don't know. Maybe you do.
Who is to say who appreciates art?
No,
and
it's
who
something
doesn't?
like
Less Leonardo da Vinci and more like Muscle Magazine.
yeah. It's not. Well, it's not hyper realistic or photorealistic.
Yeah.
All right. Is a big hulking guy, troll lad, wearing a suit of armor with like a bandolier of like potions and stuff, and wielding this large silver staff, and it's pointing to the direction of the south. So not the direction you're coming in, but the direction that it's across from. And you can see down that hallway, you can see that the hallway is very similar to the one you've seen, like you just seen before. 15 feet. After 15 feet, there's 2 statues. 15 feet continues, and then there's these large steps. And even from here, though, you can hear the like boom, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch, boom, boom, ch, like coming down from the in the distance, echoing.
Oh, there must be a show about to begin.
Yeah, it's 10 feet for 1 square.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah. Well,
Your fighter grabs
Or is
his
it too-
head,
is-
and
These are
obviously
too big, though.
it's
They
10
should-
feet.
by the
Hold on,
second.
you're right. So this is a 10-foot square one. I'm a silly person. Double what I said. It's 30 by 30. Because that's 10 feet. So that'd be 15. So it was 15. I saw what I said was right. That's 15 feet wide. The hallway, but the room is 30, not 15.
Okay.
So that's with the hulking muscle man statue. That's 30. So very sorry about that.
Cool.
Right. The statues that lead to the south, where the sound's coming from, one statue, this would be the statue on the southern wall in its alcove, is a 4-armed squid-like abomination that's like almost like all mouths. Like almost kind of like a, I guess you guys would all have heard of like an audio, right? Like an audio, but like this thing looks like maybe like a demonic audio. Like it's evocatively shocking, right? And kind of scary to see this thing put to statue form. And on the other hand, across from it is a very austere, august, old one. With a stern demeanor, kind of like the female one that you passed before. As your light illuminates this room, this continues another past this. It goes 15 feet, and then you're entering directly on a perpendicular corner that's 20 by 20, and then the rest of these hallways are 20 by 20. There's a 25-foot staircase going directly east, and a 20-foot staircase going directly south from where you're at. But as your light touches these statues, they come to life. And in a magical voice, the statue to the north calls out and says, at first it says in a language that you all don't understand. It's very clippy and curt. Then following that, you hear another language that is less clippy, more drolly. Again, you've heard this one though. That sounds like what the trolls speak. And then lastly, in modern Arcantian, it says in a very, again, like, maitre d' voice, welcome to the arena. Spectacle awaits. No violence is permitted outside the arena sands. It's very what's the word? MC, master of ceremonies. That's the word I'm looking.
Okay. And it's the old one that says this.
Yes.
Can I take one of the bronze medallions out of my bag that I got from Terdion and hold it up to this statue? Does it react?
No, it does not.
Okay.
And as it says that, the statue to the southwest here, the four-armed monstrosity thing, roars and kind of animates along with it, right? As it animates, I would imagine that Gondak, you see that there's the stonework behind that statue is off color.
Off color, like so. I mean,
it's gently off. You've seen this before. It looks probably like, that might be a door, or might be a trap, or something behind that statue.
Okay.
Fresh drywall.
Yeah.
Can I get around behind the statue?
Yeah, you can shimmy.
Well, I'm gonna shimmy around behind the statue then.
Yeah.
Looking both ways to see if there's anyone. Is there anyone watching us? Are we the only people in this corridor?
You're the only people in this corridor right now, but you just heard that the lift finish up and those goblins got off on this floor as well. So you have a little bit of time before they arrive.
Okay, I'm going to try and quickly shimmer behind this. If the goblins appear, I'm going to use my halfling invisibility ability to hide myself, probably.
Okay.
Everyone else looks everyone just acts casual.
I'll admire the statue of the Squid Abomination.
Yeah.
I'll lean against one and just whistle a bit.
Okay. All right. Good news and bad news, Kondak. The good news is that your instincts are spot on. This is a secret door. That there is a passageway behind this statue. The bad news here is that you're trying as hard as you can. You're looking for the mechanism that would open it around the statue, on the wall, anything like that. You can't find a trap, but you can't find anything. You can't figure out the way to open this door. Besides the obvious, which would be breaking it open. So it's relatively hollow, so you would have to not hollow, that's not the right word. Like flush, you would have to basically crowbar it open, So the bad news here is that it's it's effectively it's mechanically stuck or something's with the you cannot identify what the mechanism is to open it, but it doesn't appear stuck, if that makes sense.
Okay, there's no obvious keyholes or anything like
No,
that.
no.
I mean, do you want to inspect the statue? Like, maybe it's something to do with the statue.
Yeah, I want to see. Can I look at the back of the statue, or look at the statue generally, and see if is there anything on the statue? Any buttons you could push, or any mechanisms?
Yeah. Nope. Just maybe like the faint outlines of arcane enchantment, giving it the animation effects. Michael, I don't know why, but when you're moving that, it turns on your microphone. Like your noise gate doesn't.
Okay.
You're okay. It's just all right. Anyways, do you want to the passageway to? I'll continue with some mapping while you're doing this because other people looking around. The passageway directly to the south extends. So this staircase is 25 feet, and it descends into nothing. Unfortunately, this corridor is clearly damaged past these flight of stairs. And you can see that there is sort of like a large portcullis that's kind of blocking this way, but just beyond that portcullis, you can see there's just a bunch of rubble.
Do we have anyone with detect magic in the party or not?
Unfortunately not. Summoner's abilities
No.
start and end with handing out luck tokens.
I mean, this is either a one-way door if you can only exit from the other side, right? Or maybe it's a wizard locked. If I, as a thief, I can't work out how it opens, so maybe we should put a pin in this. But maybe we'll find another way. Maybe if we look down this rubbled passage, maybe there's something else here that's going to open. Like if that's a concealed door, maybe there's a secret door down this blocked passage. Because then that would
place to hide you from goblins. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. Should we have a what can we see to the east though, down that corridor?
Right. So this is a hella long corridor. It's at least 160 feet, and obviously that's beyond your torchlight I'm giving you. But what your torchlight is giving you from here is, so there's a 25-foot stairs off 20 feet of the platform that you're at right now, right? Yeah, so you have this right. So this would be 60 feet off of the bottom of the staircase. In other words, 85 feet total. There is a large set of doors. But beyond that, you can see like there's light happening in some sort of large chamber. In fact, from your vantage point, you can see that there is a large 9-foot tall figure sitting uncomfortably in a chair with a bunch of people around, and this is where the chanting is coming from. As you can see that in front of them, facing the audience or the group surrounding here, which is a motley crew like the Inn's group. Someone's reading aloud in Arcantian a list of charges that this person has apparently committed, including disorderly conduct, failing to address the Lord of the Arena with respect, and the litany of litigation continues. So
I want to go check that out.
Yeah, let's go and see what this is all about.
Okay. As you are proceeding, so again, 85 feet from this hole right there is a door in the middle on the southern side of this passageway that you're heading down there. So about halfway when you get around to this door, you do see like there is a goblin band of about 8 or so shifty looking goblins that are moving down this hallway. And as you are walking and you're hearing like the crescendoing of the about to get to the decision, the goblins cry out as their numbers are assaulted by 2 large lizard beasts that decloak from the walls in that from the rubble portcullis area, and have just devoured 2 of their 8 number.
I'm glad we didn't go down there.
What do you want to?
I'm literally like, let's go down there. Okay.
Are you going to help? Do you want to help? They're calling for help.
Oh hell no!
We must offer help to any adventurers.
These aren't adventurers; they're just goblins.
The goblins are our allies, potential allies. This will surely garner favor with them.
Urias has already drawn sword.
I want to.
Shield ready and is marching down to do something.
I want to cast Shield of Faith and then start charging over there.
If it was Kalamanos, you would have.
Taps her on the back and says, "After you."
Contact was like, "I'm pretty sure these are the same lizards that nearly killed Kalamanos. Just FYI. But if you guys want to fight them, be my guest."
Fighter fights is. That's only one skill.
Samruk will pass her. Oh, how far are they? Within 1 move distance away?
Yeah.
Cool. Samuruk will pat Haster on the back and say after you whilst casting Evoke Rage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are enraged, and I will need to pull up the thing to tell you what
Oh,
that
I'm
does.
enraged. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Make the priest angry.
Sorry, we if we are committing this, we should go to initiative.
Okay.
It sounds like we are, yeah.
Oh, Ed, that was rude.
21.
Me and Lauren both rolled 19s. Why do you have to go
so
and
we
do
were
that?
gonna
Wow.
we were gonna do the team up, and no,
No shake and bake. Thanks, Ed.
no.
Or should we say bed?
Bed. So where are we in this corridor?
So you are on the eastern wall, somewhere near this door in the middle.
So we're near the door in the middle.
Yeah.
The fight is happening up these stairs, right?
Yeah. I'm making a quick little.
How many goblins are we talking?
So their numbers did total to 8, but now there's 6.
Dear Lord. I mean, I guess I'm going to move as close to this door as I can.
Mhm.
I want to, and I will shoot my crossbow at one of these lizards. But I want to. Can I also check to see if this door is locked?
Oh yeah,
Or
sure.
is it one or the other? Would I be able to easily observe if this door is locked, or like give it a push with my foot or something?
Mm,
Oh, it's a pool door. Shame.
yeah. So it is locked for sure, but you can see on the door, like embossed on it, in a Rosetta Stone of languages, it says in I don't know what language you first see, maybe Goblin or Arcantian. It says monster pens, authorized
Monster
access
pen.
only.
Monster pen. Well, it seems like some of their monsters got out of the pens. And is there any at the eastern end of this corridor? Is there? You said that there was something. There's a commotion going on down there. There's someone reading out.
Yeah.
An
So
execution.
there are people down here, right?
But they're clearly like super into whatever's going on right now.
Okay, so I'm not about to get their attention in any sense.
You can try, but you would be competing with, you know, clearly this is a ceremony of some kind, right? Like that's pretty clear, right? Yeah.
Okay. So this turn I'm going to check this door and I've discovered it's locked, and then I'm going to shoot my crossbow at one of these lizards.
Okay.
I think if I can do those two things. And I rolled a critical failure.
You try the door, it doesn't work. You shoot at the lizards, doesn't work.
Okay, that's the end of my go.
I'm gonna try shooting my short bow at the lizards.
Okay.
It's not gonna work either.
Okay. I was gonna say, I think because they're focused on the goblins, I would say that you could probably get your backstab because you're going before they are. You know what I mean? And they aren't aware of you. If you have luck and that matters.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, you're a druid.
Fine,
Yeah.
no.
You're okay.
Yeah, I'm a druid.
All right.
Oh,
You're a druid, not a thief. Sorry,
I'm the thief, but
yeah.
I'm not wasting luck on this fight. No.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense to me. All right, on my turn, let's see. The goblins are probably going to break. Let's see. Yeah. So they rolled less than 7, which is crazy. No, wait, it's got to be greater than 7, right? Old school morale is greater than 7. You stick around?
You got to roll. It's roll under old school morale.
No, it's roll under. Oh yeah, so they are going to be fighting. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. They will strike at this. They will do what they can with what they got. Combined arms. That's actually 3 hits. Okay. Largely ineffective. It doesn't. The lizards don't seem dissuaded. Actually, on the other hand, they did just eat them. Okay, nope, they're sticking around.
Wait, didn't you say there's 6? There's 6 of them alive?
Yes. I subtracted 2 again in my head, so there should be 2 more. Thank you. Okay, that'd be 1 more d6. Okay, you're right. All right, they got 1 more in there. Okay. And then the lizards go. Okay, they miss. All right, they're too busy. They're too busy crunching down on the goblins.
Well then, that's advantageous. Urias will run up and with a mighty deed try to. Do they have claws that they attack with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claws and bites.
Probably
Yeah.
like try to wound one of its arms with its mighty deed in order to reduce its effectiveness in attacking. That's the plan. Okay. 14. Missed the mighty deed though.
Okay. A 14 will. I think a 14's enough.
Okay. That's d8 plus 2 mighty deed damage. 10 points of damage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Did not like that. Gives off a yelp.
Right. Summoner will, I guess, throw a dagger.
Sure. 11 won't do.
Cool. And Goodlash will throw a spear. I think he's -1. Yeah.
No.
Surprising no one.
Okay.
What does the enrage do that you just put on me?
It gives you advantage on attack rolls. Oh, that's what she should have done. Yeah, it gives you advantage on attack rolls and plus D4 damage.
Okay, so advantage
Or
and plus
strength attacks.
Yeah. So as I'm charging, can I say a quick prayer to Mitra to bless me in my task of saving these poor souls, and count that as my first oath?
Yeah. Swear to protect the goblins.
Yep. These goblins.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a fine first oath. What do you all think?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Plus
Save
1
the
to
goblins,
attack
sure.
rolls.
All right. Star, the goblin protector.
Okay, so that's D20 plus the 1 from that, plus the 1 from my strength. So that's 2. You said plus 1 to hit with the enrage?
No, it makes you attack with advantage.
Okay.
Let me just double check. Where's the PDF
So
going?
2d20 plus my attack. Keep high 1. Okay. Oh, right. I gotta do 2d20, keep high 1 plus 2.
Yeah,
Look at that.
advantage on strength checks and melee attacks, and deals +4 damage. Sorry, D4 damage for the
Well, let's see
duration.
if that hits. So 17
17 will hit.
Plus- plus a d4 damage, you said, or just 4
Yeah,
damage?
D4.
D4 for 9 damage.
Yes. 2 more solid hits like that, and this thing will die for sure.
Which one's looking most injured? Are either of them looking?
You all have been kind of
Close
hitting
to
the same lad.
Mhm.
Okay, but you said there's a few more hits required.
Yeah.
Do I think I can pick the lock on this door?
You want to release the beast pen?
We're not going to be right on the
Yeah.
other side of the door, right?
Yeah, you could absolutely pick that lock. This lock is pretty basic.
And no one's really watching, right? Everyone's distracted
No.
by this.
You have this ceremony going on in your east, and in your west you have a life and death struggle. Well, I guess if you're the person being prosecuted in the east, then I guess it's a life and death struggle too. But yeah. You're in the middle, torn between business and pleasure.
Exactly. I'll shoot my crossbow. It's fine. $15.
Where's the skeins of fate?
Okay.
That's 15 hit?
Yeah, 15 hits. Just barely.
It's D6 with a crossbow, right? I think. Sorry.
Mhm.
D6. 4 points damage.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking of moving, but I'm gonna stay by the door. So yeah, that's the end of my go.
I'll try to shoot another arrow. 6.
Ah.
Not going to do it.
No joy. All right. See, the lizards go first, or the goblins. One is lizards. All right, lizards go first. Morale test. Okay. They cast Yeet. As they got two dead goblins in their mounts, and they're just going to run and squeeze themselves. I think as a matter of fact, maybe they can't squeeze through with one of the goblin corpses. So they rip the other one in half and share one of the goblins as they run through the portcullis into the rubble. What do you do?
Do any of the goblins look injured?
Well,
aside from the dead ones.
No. These things basically just ambushed, ate 2 of their friends, chomped them down as they tried to attack and give forth. And while one of them did get kind of walloped a little bit, one of the lizards did get walloped a little bit. The rest of the goblins were untouched, but they just lost their they say in Goblin. I don't know if anyone here can speak Goblin. They're like, no, those are our 2 best soldiers. What are we gonna do? Our team.
Yeah. Would cleaning their sword, and would look to the goblins, say, "Goblins."
Yeah. They're back up and be like, yeah, you're not taking our money without a fight.
Money.
In broken, yeah.
Don't want money.
I mean, I kind of want money, but
Yeah, if they've got money, let's take it from them, surely.
You shouted for help. I came to help.
Yeah,
I want to go pull the body that didn't make it through and bring it over to them and like rest down on the ground while Urias is talking, and start performing like a rite of passage.
Yeah. Jeez. They're concerned why are you being so friendly?
I have no idea.
They're
Or
all
outsiders.
looking, yeah.
It says contact from the back.
Like they say it kind of like loud here.
Because we want your
Strange.
money.
Just be like,
Yeah.
friends
Okay.
of goblins.
Yeah.
No Killick, no Gog.
All right.
Oh, actually, I don't think this character does. Whoops. Breaking the meta knowledge.
All right. The goblins will
Samuruk does.
the goblins will sheepishly talk with one another and be like, just give it over. Who cares? You know, but like, no, we still have enough for the entry fee. It's fine. And they hand over 2 pearls to you all.
Be like,
Kind of gray, not the best quality pearls, but like they're definitely like smoky, pearls.
I put my hand out and be like, to their family.
Samuruk reaches out and grabs them.
If Samuruk doesn't come back, it's
They're getting like extremely mixed messages, being like, You're
No, Hastar is
so strange.
reward.
Right. Look,
We found
okay.
6 gold pieces in the whole world. I'm literally gonna snatch these pearls.
So, all right. Without being disrespectful, they do seem like they're in kind of a hurry, or like they don't mean to be rude, but we should keep moving. Thank you. They don't give you even the name of their best friend to you, the fallen ones. For the rites, when you ask for it, they're like, "Don't worry about it. It's fine. You did enough. You should get going." And like, even though like you can clearly see that they're distraught about their loss of their friend, they're being relatively callous and wanting to move on from here, which is not what you would kind of should expect.
Yeah.
We should follow the goblins.
When they're out of earshot, I want to just
Kinda.
spit on the ground and be like, typical goblins.
All right. Well, while that's going on, before time is still kind of frozen in the past. Contact, you definitely get that door open.
Oh, can I get that door open? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I
Want to
do
peek
want to have a
inside?
little listen at. I do want to have a little listen.
Sure. It
Just before I
smells.
open
Yeah. It smells like an elephant pen, or like smells like a zoo. Like it smells like straw and poop. You know what I mean? Have you been to a zoo before? Do they have zoos where you live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll crack it open and just.
Yeah.
I have to say, is there lighting along here? I don't know who's got the light.
Yeah, no, sorry. I haven't really brought it up, but yeah, there would be kind of like lighting interspersed about every 50 feet or so of very high quality, low watt energy, continuous lights. Energy saver edition.
Okay.
Not the bright fluorescence of the hospital.
Yeah. No, this place, despite your welcoming party, your reptilian welcoming party, this place is relatively well kept and well worn. All of
Our
the
timer's going to go out just now anyways, though, so.
Yeah. To be clear, just like the hallways that you've been walking down, this is not Narcontian. This is all pebble stone, slightly oily type rock.
Oily. Okay.
Which directions of the goblins like?
Towards the arena.
Yeah. So yeah,
Dijon?
yeah,
Towards
like
the
literally, they're only like a couple minutes behind you, right? They're like 1 minute behind you or whatever. And like they'd stopped at the corner being like, okay, like what the hell are these people doing? And then the next thing you know, 2 lads, they just get eaten by these lizards, and you all rush back to help.
They weren't heading south, right?
No. They got ambushed by something that was dwelling in the south.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Kondak, you can hear from inside. You definitely hear the sounds of several creatures that are basically nightmare fuel worthy roars and pouts. Then you question whether or not you want to open that door.
Like immediately on the other side of the door, or just in that direction?
No, like in that direction. You know, like how you have to be very close to hear like an elephant roar that's in a cage, right? Like you could hear something like relatively large give off some kind of like kind of, you know, like what do you call that? Bray? I don't know what the term is.
Yeah, braying.
Yeah, like, and like, you know, something pacing, and you hear like the sound of someone like dragging like a wooden club or something along the cages, right? But it's like, like imagine if you had like
yeah. I just want to open this door as you know, as little as I can, and just try and peek my head around just to see what is back there. And if I see anything, I want to slam the door shut and turn invisible.
Yeah. Okay, so you see there's a 20-foot wide corridor, and extends 30 feet into a row of cages that go perpendicular to your vantage point. They all extend off to the west, and in the very closest cage that you can see, there you can see kind of like you're split between two cages. The left cage is empty, but the right cage that you can see has muzzled a wickedly terrifying lion man creature. That lion, four paws, mane of a lion, and it's muzzled with some serious like chains, Hannibal Lecter, like kind of face guard, and it is pacing its cage like a cat, and you can see for a split second a whipping tail that's chained, that's a scorpion tail, that's hitting the bars as well, making that racket.
Does this look like any creature I'm familiar with, or does it look like
you can? I mean, it's a manticore. If you're familiar with, if you can make a reason why your character is familiar with one, I will allow it. But otherwise,
this is to the right as we're looking at it as I peek around the store.
Yeah, he's like you peek open, yeah, and it's like literally like, it's like this, and you can see one cage is empty, and then this cage has the lad in it. Yeah, right.
Right.
And he's pacing in his cage. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you probably just shut the door again and be like, oh, nope, not going in there.
No, I run over and I open it. No. It's interesting to know it goes off this way. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well,
cool.
Sure. So, I mean, like, the goblins basically get to go with you at this point. Yeah, they it's one of those things where you're kind of just awkwardly going the same direction. They don't really want to talk to you. They seem kind of grateful, like they do that kind of like they look at you like there's kind of like a nod, appreciate, there's an appreciative undertone to it. But also they just also seem kind of like really sketchy, like they're looking out for stuff. Which weirdly wish they probably that would have helped them earlier. Maybe they're looking out for something different. All right. So you miss the summary, but you definitely get the conclusion of whatever's going on in this corner room, because there is a Thorkin man being lashed in front of the group submissively. That's so clearly the summary of judgment has been held.
What sort of people are in this group? Is it mostly humans, goblins?
So I'm glad you asked. So no, it's a motley crew, similar to the inn. Only I would say here there's actually a few more of these troll lads hanging out. You can see that amongst the you can imagine there's probably like 30 people or so, or 30 entities around this room. The leader, not the one doing the whipping, but the leader sitting on top of a chair that sort of sticks out on a plinth above here, right? Is again an austere man, almost some would say even a carbon copy of that old one statue that you saw that welcomed you to the arena, wearing a fancy fur-lined ceremonial outfit. So instead, this Thorkin prisoner is getting whipped by another, actually a Thorkin guard, who's currently administering the punishment. You can see there's about 4 other guards like around here. Everyone's just kind of like cheering or like being like, you know, like, oh, okay, and they're getting ready to go south from this. And they remind you that in 4 hours the first opening bout of the arena will kick off. So you're coming here at the, you know, past the denouement of the judgment ceremony.
Do they have like any the papers you get at the play that shows like the what time and everything's happening?
Oh, the program.
The program,
No. There's no program, but what I would say is that above this day, you know, where this throne sits, I would say that the chair is not solid gemstone, but it is made out of the same material as that light that light room was, the Technicolor. This one's all but this, rather than being like that dull white and plain, this one is orange. You can see that the what do you call them? Armrests of this orange chair are like super wide and inlaid with several sets of gems. And yep, and across from this is sort of like almost like a stockade where people are waiting for punishments. But currently, this was the only lad, which is rare. At least that's what you're hearing from people. Like, oh, there's more than just one, you know, that kind of thing, right?
Is this sort of empty? You said it's emptying out this area.
Yeah.
Is there anyone here who looks particularly wealthy?
Yeah, actually. There's a couple people that look particularly wealthy. One of them clearly knows like what's going on and like knows the area well. It's a goblin wearing like ostentatious red clothes. He's got his hands in his pockets. He's kind of slumped around, and like yep, and fixing his hair. The second one, yeah.
Okay, that's so go on.
The second one would be an aristocratic-looking Arcantine male. He's wearing a blue silk shirt with, you know, like fancy corn-colored pants and stuff. Like people around here seem like, yeah, they're not like wearing armor. Like everyone here is like you all look like you're a little bit out of place. Like these guys are wearing casual clothes or like almost dressed up, kind of formal clothes. I would say both these people seem to the rich people seem to know each other, and they talk it over. You see that the aristocratic male hands over a small little bag of coins to the goblin in the red pants. The goblin kind of has a little wry smile, kind of does a little shrug.
Are there lots of ridiculous hats? I'm picturing like Ascot.
Yeah. No. Unfortunately, the hat game here is very, very weak.
Is anybody wearing camouflage iguana shoes?
No. I wouldn't say those are, you know, hot haute couture in these parts.
That would be I suddenly had that would be a great idea to skin one of these lizards and see if we can get its skin.
Make some leather armor out of it.
Yeah.
Into like armor of like color shift or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Definitely.
Or a cloak or something.
Well, we could have tried to kill one.
Oh, we gave it a good shot. It just got away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We need
If only
that.
we
We
had
need that.
Pando to hook it and keep it here.
Well, we
If
need
only.
that bow that Bunyip got from
Yeah.
yesterday's session.
Yeah, that
Plus
that
4
would
against
definitely-
monsters.
Speaking of bows and things, Urias has 3 magical arrows. Doesn't know what they do. Doesn't know what they are. Doesn't use them.
Hmm.
They were recovered from the ghouls' nests.
Somebody should blindly shoot one at something next combat.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, if anyone needs them, just let me know.
So, the conversation is shifting from this ceremonial judgment to the outcome of the next gladiatorial match, which is said to be a wizard duel. Which is apparently this is a rare treat. Normally it's gladiatorial martial combat. But apparently they say the Guild of Service has found some fresh recruits. And so people are kind of like, oh, cool, it's new, but if the Guild of Service grab them, they're probably not particularly strong.
Kondak wants to find the busiest area and try and pick some pockets, maybe.
Sure. So that would be about it's the direction where most people are falling out to. There seems to be ahead of you at 20, 40, 60, 80, about 100 feet south from the this hall. There is a large sort of marketplace corner, vendor offset up. You can see that this is actually like the based on the style and the lighting and where people are going. This is actually right across from the entrance to the arena. So as you are marching down, you'll see that across from this marketplace, there is a set of stairs. Or sorry, I shouldn't even say stairs. It's a 10-foot little wide corridor and then just stadium seating, right? Like one side stadium seating, overlooking, like 100-foot by 50-foot, massive gladiatorial arena.
Is it an oval? Or square?
It's
the arena.
It's technically it's got diagonal sides. So octagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an octagon with the corners 10 feet diagonals. Hanging above this place, giving the gladiatorial arena, giving it perfect lighting, are these 3 large suns, for lack of a better term, that are all glowing at a very low, cool state. Like they're giant orbs. Yeah, so you're here with a lot of people. So you're starting to pick up on what most people are doing here this early, and these people are the addict gamblers. So as you all are making your way down here, you could see that the goblin group did not. They stuck around at the end of the ceremonial procession stuff, and they clearly have some kind of business, and they're trying to talk to the lord of the arena, the people in charge here. No doubt they're probably trying to get, recruited into whatever they want. Maybe
I
not a
didn't get
wizard
the
duel.
impression. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
get the impression those goblins would be very exciting gladiators to watch.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see. Exactly.
See in a minute. I don't happen to notice anyone wearing these bronze medallions that we found in the at the East Gate.
The SF ones.
Right, the SF ones?
The
Yes.
SF ones. Or
No.
see this Dirdian character.
No, Dirtian isn't around right now. Do you want to inquire about him, or do you want to pick pockets?
I would like to pick some pockets, but are there particular marks in here that I could pick out? Like particularly wealthy looking punters, like have a better chance at. And also, if I turn invisible to do this, is that going to be?
So I would definitely say that if there is a place to pick pockets, this would be the place to do it. However, you can definitely tell that by the vendors and things as a thief, that most of these people are, they run some kind of like, they're bookies, right? They're running some sort of gambling rackets here. They're probably used to people trying to pick people's pockets around here. You're not sure whether or not there's forms to be obeyed, whether or not, like for example, when you're rocking the Benevolent Brotherhood's district and stuff like that, do you have to tithe? You have to do, you don't know what the protocol is.
I suppose it's
How many
thief.
of
So there might be, yeah.
Ability.
As a thief, you don't know if there's there's like an honorable kind of situation for that.
Whose territory this is really.
Yeah.
Are there like obvious kind of guards wandering around here, like people who?
Yeah. You saw a couple patrol sentries. They tend to be mostly like folks you would probably see topside, right? They're just randomly, Arcontians, Thorkins, the occasional Whiskin. You definitely, but like ambiently, you also see there's quite a few goblins around. You saw a few beastmen going to and fro. But no, you're here like basically. I kind of want to, you're at a show before the show begins, so like it's not super packed yet, right?
Sure. And is there a fee to get into the arena?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to look up. I don't know exactly how much it is, but I'll get back to you with that.
So I need to pick pockets, you see.
Yeah.
If you get caught, I don't know you.
Never seen you before in my life.
Yeah,
No, I feel like the GM was really. I feel like the GM was strongly telegraphed for some risks to doing that. So contact's probably.
Well, yeah, it's just that, like, yes, obviously you could do this, but like this is like you would know that this is well-trod territory. This is where people pick pockets. You know what I mean? Which means
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my character would understand that maybe this isn't the right time to do this.
Yeah. If only, like, if you.
No decent territory is unclaimed.
Yeah, there's no way that this is not somebody's hunting grounds already. You imagine that the people who run the bookie, the bookies that run the stuff around these stalls here and stuff like that, they probably don't want you doing, like, they probably have some sort of protection, because then that looks bad, because they want to be the ones robbing the people making the bets, right? Like, they don't want to be the one, they don't want that. You don't want, you know what I mean? It makes it so, it makes it hard for business for them. But that's when you hear like one of the larger raucous groups. So it's off-duty elevator lift workers, real union people, having a good time. They are the ones currently coming up from the south up to you here, and they're shouting out in broken common, being like, want to place bets? We win big. Kind of, and so they're clearly been hitting the sauce a little bit, but they're ready to satisfy their vices. Do you want to try to pick these from this crew, or who are coming up from the south here, or would you rather not?
No, I'm going to leave it. It's fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
What is?
Are we
the
gonna?
price?
Yeah. What is the admission fee?
What is the what?
The
Admission.
admission fee to get
Oh
into the...
yeah. Sorry, I'm literally like trying to find that in here, and you would think it would be on the page that says the arena.
Mm-hmm. But of course not. Well, we could have a quick break.
Yeah. Can you give me? Let's take a quick break, and I'll get back to you with the answer.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, I feel like I
yeah.
misunderstood something. I think I thought that you could get to the forum set by coming this way. So I was
You
looking
can.
for this. I was looking for this red bridge.
Okay.
That I found
Yeah, we
out
have to
about.
sneak by.
So let's sync. Now they're coming from break. As far as I can tell, there is no price entry fee to the arena, which seems absolutely fucked because there's also no sponsorships listed. So there's no way this place is just operating gratis. I just don't believe that. So I'm gonna say there has to be some sort of entry fee. So I'm gonna say there's 15. It's a 15 gold entry fee. For going forward, okay. But like that seems like a lot, you might say, or it seems reasonable. But like this place, like you can see that they're setting up for the wizard duels. Like as you know, you could see maybe there's some like arcane like wizards and stuff. The guys doing the sound, and, or like watching like the lights and things. The what do you hookers? No, sorry, not hookers. Sorry, not hookers. But like what Hooper? What are they called? The light guys?
Gaffers.
Gaffers. Thank you. So like sorry, hookers. The gaffers. Sorry, yeah. Like you can see that some of them are using like arcane wands or like and like scrolls, or not scrolls, more like wands, and they're controlling these lights, right? And the lights, you can see like they like flash and they can change colors, and as they change colors, the landscape goes from like sand to grass to sand to water. Like they're like clearly like testing the levels of and calibrating it. Like this place, like they basically can terraform their this arena with these lights as you're here. So like, you kind of get to see a little bit of behind the scenes of them like setting stuff up, right, as you're going through here. But like besides this, like that being kind of cool, I want to be very clear that there's no adventure here. This is like a downtime area. It's relatively safe for like purpose of open table. This could be a place you could, if you wanted to role play with some folks and like in a different session, if you maybe were like, I don't know, like the goblins or somebody, and you wanted like, hey, we should meet at the arena and negotiate our alliance or something like that, like over a game. Like that makes sense. Like that'd be a safe place. You know what I mean? Like this is what it's a facilitation zone. It's neutral ground rather than like go get XP here. So to be clear, we've been like besides literally the only place for a random encounter, rolling randomly and getting an encounter, this place is basically safe, right? Like don't expect me to be like get drip feeding you like wait you didn't miss anything. This place is just chill. Okay. Second of all though, the mission objective today was you wanted to get to the forum of set, right?
Yeah, and, or at least try to work out.
Right. Yeah. And you were told to go to the arena to do that. Specifically, you were told to go through the arena to the south, following some rope bridge.
Do we see the rope bridge?
No.
To the south here.
Nope.
We start back.
Yeah, we have returned. Is that okay? Is there any questions? Is everyone okay? Sorry.
No, normally it's better to just move through that.
Yeah, I'd rather like I don't want to like painful. What the hell, man? Yeah, exactly. Like as a GM, man, like I just like I can't be fucking bothered. Like I want you to have a good time. I can't. You know what I mean? Like I don't want you to suffer here waiting for you to mother may I find the XP here. That doesn't seem like it exists because it doesn't. All right. So this hallway extends. You make me count these squares, dude. I hate you. 20, 40, 60,
you could just
80.
Draw it. You just give us the map.
Yeah, with all the keys on it.
Yeah, that sounds right. It goes another 100 feet to the south. When it goes 100 feet, there's a little alcove with a couple sets of these large chairs of oily soapstone. Nobody's currently passed out in them, but this is where the Veramani or troll guys were hanging out. so then you have to go up right past them. There's stairs going up 10 feet. And then you're entering a huge chamber that I have to describe. Oh, man. This is going to be faster just to draw it.
Okay.
Because we're dealing with a octagonal situation.
At an angle, tilted, multi-elevation.
With a river running through it. No, thankfully it's not that one room. That the cursed throne room thing. That was. Imagine this, but like prettier. Okay, by the way. All right, so this is like a weird, again, octagonal, this kind of weird pebbly soapstony room. The thing in the middle here is I forget exactly how long, maybe like an 8-foot, 6-foot wide diameter circle inlaid into the floor of with 6 pieces of stone evenly interspaced around at 15-degree angles. You've seen these before. So you're not alone in this room, but I'm just describing what setting up here, right? You can see that, so the room, you can see that this is sort of another large shopping center set up before the major, like gambling area and entry to the arena. But right now it's obviously relatively quiet, right? Folks are setting up their stalls. Some folks are bringing over, the kegs aren't tapped or anything like that, but maybe like, the troll folks were working at the bar or got something from there before heading down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there are 3 additional egress points from here. There's a massive set of stairs going down directly south or directly adjacent from you. To the east here, it is a path leading upwards. It's a long corridor. You can see going. Does anybody here read Goblin?
Don't think
Okay.
so.
Well, you definitely see that there is Goblin script on the walls here, that direction. And finally, to the west, there is a slight breeze from because there is out from 10 feet from here. There is a chasm, but extending to the south/southwest of this chasm is a rickety rope span bridge.
Aha.
How wide is it?
It is I have to hold on. I have to double check this. I think it's 5 feet. That's the smallest thing I've. Oh my god! It is a rickety 3-foot wide bridge. All right.
Yep. Makes sense.
Yep. That goes over this chasm.
You said just west or southwest or?
Both. It goes like this.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Keep moving,
yeah.
Keep moving the cursors on the mural because I have a cat that's fascinated by it.
I
I think it's funny.
Well,
She's like, what's moving? What's
Oh,
moving?
we're obligated to now.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so this bridge does not get used too often. But it connects to a landing. So this bridge itself is only maybe 60 feet long. Before it connects to a landing, and this landing narrows to 10 feet and winds upwards through a maze of passages. This is the instructions you were given to get you started to the form of set.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what else I said about getting there?
I pasted it, I think, in here.
Aside from needing a passport.
No, you do not need a passport.
Right.
The when you inquired about how to get to the form of set from the multiple people, everyone you've asked started with the asking you an immediate question saying, "Oh, you must not have you don't have a troll passport, do you?" Because
I see. So there's another way to go, and that's that way's the way you go with the passport.
no, the implication from you can tell from their talking about is that is the place. If you're looking for a marketplace, that is where you should probably go. And when you're at the end of the Lost, that place is you don't want to go all the way up there. You're like, why do you want to go across town to that shitty Aldi? You know what I mean? That place.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Why are you going up? Why do you want to go there? It's a bad part of town. It's not hopping. Just go to the Tesco down the street, man. It's way better. That's kind of the idea. But the Tesco requires you to have a platinum passport or whatever it is, brass.
You've got Waitrose right down the road.
Yeah.
And you're asking for directions to Aldi.
Yeah. So in their head, they're putting it together oh, you must not have access to it because why else would you be looking for a place? So, anyways, yeah. So we can just take time to say you go up the rope bridge, right? There's nothing.
Just before we do that, I double check that square object in the middle of the
It's not square
room.
It's circular.
It's not square. Circular. Okay.
It is a approximately 6 foot wide circle with 2 feet tall paving stones arranged in 15-degree increments around, forming a circle. These paving stones have slits in them.
Paving stone we found. Did it have a slit in it?
The paving
We found
stone.
The blue paving stone we found.
Thing that we
No.
found in this after the zombie conga.
Yeah, that does not have a slit in it. Does somebody have that on them?
Yeah, no, not on me. Ollie had it on him, and I did ask you about that, but I think we got caught up in combat. He would have identified it last session, but I can speak to you about that.
This would fit. Yeah, the slits in these paving stones is approximately make sure I
The
get it
width.
right. Yeah, approximately
the we have. So
approximately
it's like you fit them in here. Is that the
A plus C equals something cool.
And because you said that we'd seen a soapstone circle like this before.
You've seen you saw at least one in
tell us where that was. I'm not saying you should tell us where it was necessarily, but we've seen it before.
You've seen at least one in at least 2 sessions ago.
Does it resemble the circle? We saw a circle the one time we went into where the halflings are. We saw a circle in one of the rooms off there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Does it remind us of that?
It's a dead-on exact replica.
Right.
Oh, so this is we think this is a teleportation thing.
Well, I don't know, but they whatever they do, maybe they're connected in some way. Maybe they do something similar to each other.
There was
I think
the
Nine had.
halfling room. Yeah, so there's also one near Gog's place, the little fire pit with the stones around it that had holes in them. We think those are teleportation portals
Okay.
things.
Yeah. Yeah, you did some downtime looking it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. The secret is that because it requires 6 digits or whatever, that that must be teleportation.
We don't see anyone using this device while we're exploring this room right now. No one walks in.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, well that's really interesting information. This is like one of the most intact examples we've seen of one of these things.
Oh yeah, for sure. This place, that one definitely looks like it's well maintained.
It's like in good condition.
Nobody's
Sorry,
like putting, no one's putting their little barbecue stand over that thing. You know what I mean? So the staircase that you see that directly goes down, by the way, so that one clearly has more of that graffiti that we saw in Adrianic's tomb area, as well as sort of like that's the same kind of writing that's found around the troll lifts. So it's ostensibly trollish.
All right, yeah, trollish.
Yeah. So there is some suggestion about what these things could possibly go to. There's no writing on the rickety bridge, though. That span speaks for itself.
There's no indication this might be the red bridge that people have
Covered in blood.
Not really. But I would say that across this chasm, I think you probably see, like, going up this bridge of the faintest torchlight. This chasm's only from the start of the bridge, about 60 feet across. But you can't really make out what's on the other side. It looks like the same kind of stone that you've seen before.
Okay.
But anyways, are we ready to move on? Move on.
Yeah, I mean, Contact's going to say to the rest of the party that he wants to find Elizabeth, and the only lead he has is going this way. But he has no confidence that going this way is not going to result in his death. But he made a solemn oath to get the spear back, so he understands the party do not want to join him. The rumors he has heard about this going this way did not sound good. And there's probably setites. He says, casting a quizzical glance at Sam and Rook. So yeah, anyway, he wants to put it out there. He doesn't want to get us all killed. Well, he doesn't want getting himself killed, but he doesn't want to take us places we're all going to get killed. So he wants to make sure everyone's happy going this way.
Listen, friend, all I know how to do is fight. You need someone to fight for you? I will do it.
Well, Mitra watches over those that obey their oaths. There is honor in this duty.
Summer says, perhaps this spear will provide you the strength you need to defeat these old ones you talk of.
Maybe.
We're here to adventure, aren't we? Let's get adventuring.
Okay. Well, you're all crazy, but let's go.
All right.
You first.
I'll lead the way.
All right. Sure. And not to circle back on this and make a super fine point on it, but I did not misspeak when I said that the Lord of the Arena, is an old one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You all saw it. Okay.
Yes.
In your notes. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So up towards the Forum of Set. Taking this passageway, it'll take you. You'll be climbing up a series of narrow passages and corridors. That's the word I was looking for. You're looking at 350 feet of movement, so we're going to say time passes, and we're going to burn a light doing this. So light actually matters at this point.
I can just mark off a torch. I've got 2.
Okay.
All right, mark off a torch. You're going 350 feet, and I'll be describing, based on this mapping, you'll be entering from the east going west. Okay. So this is a 10-foot wide passageway where we're starting, and it goes 30 feet to the west. This is worked Arcantian stone, by the way. It's no longer the pebbly stuff as you make it away. You can almost see sort of like the stratification before it becomes natural to work Tarkantian stone, granite. This 10-foot wide passageway goes 30 feet before opening up into a 30 by 15 kind of parallelogram. So you can imagine sort of it's a glorified plus sign intersection with actually a little space of diagonal around it. I don't know where you want to start mapping here.
I think I just made a new passageway down here. And I'm dotting this and changing the color so it looks like the other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
We can always shift it.
Yeah, something like that. Right. To the north is a set of stairs going up 20 feet before terminating into a little landing platform and then turning right. Right, so there's like 10 feet. So it goes up 20 feet, little flat landing point, then turns right and clearly goes up some distance that you can't see from where you're at. To the south, there's 20 feet of hallway past this center, this center room, followed by a not plus side intersection, but a room that looks identical to the room that you're currently standing in, this middle intersection. So like 10 feet by 15 wide octagonal kind of room. So let me give you a little bit more of a depiction of what these rooms kind of look like, right? So that 15-foot tall octagonal room to the south has some visible artwork on it that I would like to describe that you can clearly see. There are frescoes of what I would describe as somewhat dog-headed creatures. And they clearly are like, some of them are standing, some of them are sitting, some of them are like they're playing with each other, climbing trees. Is anyone? I guess we have a priest, right? We have at least one priest.
Yep.
Yeah. You would know that, and those familiar with the works of Set, that there is a creature called the Set animal that is vaguely not quite dog, and this is probably fitting that. This is also the same animal that was depicted on the doors behind the waterfall. Exact same.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to ask. Yeah,
depiction.
it's the same as it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I say weird dog, that is the same kind of weird dog. Right, which is different when I say weird dog when I'm referring to like a beast man. So like it's very clear that you understand Eric's 31 different names for weird dog. Okay. So yeah. So anyways, this room has full of frescoes of these weird dogs.
This first room.
No, second room. That's the dog room.
This other,
and that one doesn't have any exits. That one is just a 50-foot little orb. It's a little little nodule boy. All right. There is a staircase back up here, describing it with the pink X. There's a staircase going up 70 feet. So you probably can't even see until you start going up it before it terminates out and goes flat for another 40 feet before turning into a T intersection. And from when you go up that flight of stairs, if you are going that way, you were told to go west.
Yep.
Right. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm being a little more force majeure.
Yeah, head west until we find the blue room, and then head south.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No sign of no blue room so far, for sure. Right. Everything I've described is sort of gray Arkantian stone, pretty standard Arden Vul, right? So let me know when we're ready. I will describe the 70-foot staircase leading off to 50-foot. At the end of that 50 feet, it's a T intersection.
Okay, start drawing.
Yeah. smell
70
yeah.
feet west.
Yeah, westwardly, there's a 70-foot staircase going up.
Okay, so this is a staircase. Okay.
Okay. What's the marching order?
We've got it up here.
Sorry.
Let me grab it.
Yeah.
I'll be in second position.
And what's the light audit?
So Batu has a torch. I lit a second one after we burnt that one on the way up. So I guess he's probably towards the front, maybe second rank with the torch, so whoever's in front can see well.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kondak will be checking for traps as we move at the front.
Right. Okay. Right. As you go up the 70 feet of stairs, Kondak, you're gonna flag folks to stop. Because you can see at this T intersection something ain't right. You feel like there is a trap here, but you haven't had a chance. You have to take a turn to spot it. If you're willing to do that, like you just how fighters can feel like sometimes there's an ambush or something's going to happen. For you, like you have the same thing with traps and devices, right? So you're So you're looking for you're looking for trip wires and some things like that. It's how do you like? Is it the hairs on your feet? Is that tingle?
I always get a little itch in my left ear.
Yeah. Your itch turns into a little bit of a tinnitus ring when it's magically inclined, and you definitely feel like there's some sort of magical trap here. If anybody here today that can debug a room magically, figure out what's going on.
The one thing we didn't bring. Someone with magic. It's normally quite important.
All right. This is a 10-foot wide. You can see this is a T intersection. You can definitely it's quiet as the grave. Below, you will probably see this. You'll see that it goes down 10 feet. There is a door that's ajar. Some kind of room. 10 feet off of that, there's a hallway like this. And you all are standing before you entered the this T intersection. Do you want to take a turn to spot what you could?
I would love to, yeah.
Okay. There is your eyes track the entire area of this intersection. You're scanning for tripwires, pits. You're going through the whole diagnostic, right? A full level 1 diagnostic on this corridor, and then it hits you on the other side of the wall. There's just a mouth, small little like human-sized mouth, just on the wall.
This intersection.
And that intersection, yeah.
Oh, where did the map go?
What did I do? Control Z. My bad.
But it's not nothing. It's not done anything yet.
It's not done anything. You're not. Yeah, exactly. You haven't triggered it. You're not sure what will do it, but like it is. So you've seen these before, right? This is the same magic that was used to animate the statues.
Right. So I think it's gonna
This is
animate in some way.
Yeah. This is you would, because I these are the exact same kind of runes that and I mean physically like drawing of a mouth that you've seen on statues that talk and things like that. It's literally called magic mouth. Now you can't as a thief you're like, I know what this is, but I can't fix it. It's like I know this, that my computer has has a bad RAM, but I can't replace it. You're like I'm smart enough. I'm smart enough to know what that is, but I'm not smart enough to fix it. Kind of problem. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah,
does
we
it
got-
shout if we step in there? What does it
That
do?
would be my guess. It's going to
That's
say
what the
something.
that's what the statues do.
Oh.
My
Can I
son, yeah.
Can I just shove my shield into it to muffle it? That seems like
Yeah.
a good plan. Remember,
Well,
we
it's
have a 6 intelligence fighter.
Yeah, well, it's
Can I
magic.
stab
that's
it?
the thing.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not much
Yeah.
smarter than you, to be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
To be clear, the statues that animated when you got close, right?
Yeah, I would advise not going too near it. I
Can
can.
we
I mean,
hug
I
the
could.
wall?
I can turn invisible, and I can probably move past it. But I don't know if it detects. Is Halfling's ability to go invisible? Is it a magical ability, or is it a
Yeah, I think it's
like a mundane ability? It is so because if it's just like a mundane, I'm just incredibly good at not being noticed. Then there's a chance that a magical thing will notice me. But if it's a magical invisibility, then I feel like there'd be a chance I could move past this thing without it detecting me.
I think halflings are so ubiquitously like looked over that it is supernatural and that it behaves like magic. You know, you're like a magic spell that affects halflings' invisibility is like a video game that launches with Linux support. like nobody makes the spell work for you. Like you know, so that's why it works invisibility. So that's my ruling. Invisibility is invisibility. For that.
So I think I could get past it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
How the rest of us are going to get past this thing?
Mm-hmm.
If it does indeed act as a voice, a magic mouth, an alarm of some kind.
There's only one way: shove a shield in its mouth and hope for the best.
Okay. That's
or
a good
bag
plan.
of holding, or
I was gonna say you could stick a sock in its mouth, but you're a halfling. You're not wearing socks.
I'm not wearing socks. I'm insulted that you think I wear socks. I mean, I could use my 10. We could put something at the end of my 10-foot pole, and I could try and put it into its mouth. If we have anything.
I have an empty flask. You could.
How big is this mouth?
So right now, the way it works is that there are runes on the wall that are in the shape of a mouth, and when you get close, a actual mouth will appear and say the words, just like at the statue.
Oh. Are they carved or painted?
Carved.
Throw a crowbar at it really hard and chip one? Break the rune?
I have these arrows.
Yeah, use one of the magic arrows.
Yeah. Who knows? Okay.
Maybe it's a dispel magic rune arrow.
Unless anyone has a dispel magic or some other means of doing this thing, because I don't. I'm looking at my inventory, and I don't have any items. I've got a 10-foot pole. I can turn invisible. That's what I can contribute to this puzzle. So unless someone else has got a.
I guess the only thing I might be able to contribute is that I can turn into an animal. So if it's keyed off like people approaching or something, I might be able to sneak past it that way, but I couldn't turn someone else into an animal to sneak them past it.
Yeah, that's still only the two of y'all. I think shoot a magic arrow at it.
In some way blasphemous. We could try putting holy water on it, but I suspect it's not going to react to that.
I think Urius gets impatient and just says, "Fine, I'll do it," and just walks forward and is going to slam the shield into the where the mouth carving is in the runes and just push as hard as he can.
Yeah. All right, you push aside Kondak and Prudence. You push your shield to the wall, and there's a moment goes by where you think it worked and it won't turn on, but then in full volume, uninhibited, you hear it sounds like the Inception kind of sound, like a foghorn. It repeats again and again. It seems it's has repeated twice already. What do you do? Let me describe. To the north, there is a staircase that ascends another about 70 feet or so. And on this staircase, interspaced about every 10 feet or so, are faces frozen in like horrifying, grotesque shapes. Like they're all in pain and agony. Like large size frescoes.
Getting very bad vibes up the stairs. We're
to
heading across.
Yeah. Directly to the south of you, there is a 20 by 20 room that looks like it's full of statuaries. Like maybe a small minor hall of some kind. With a door ajar. And to the east, there is 10 feet of space of hallway before there is 50 feet of staircase descending into a circular room. And as your light reaches near the bottom of that staircase, you can see that around the edges of that circular room is blue dust.
That's
blue. That's a blue room.
Do we run for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Head west. So head west, following the signs for the stairs past the blue room.
The thumbs up gets me every time, dude. Okay.
So the door ajar was the blue room?
Yeah. With the activation of this thing, I'm gonna ask for initiative. And we're gonna have to I wanna proceed in initiative order.
Sorry,
doesn't mean you're attacking.
Yeah.
Was that room to the south, the blue room, or was it the room to the west? There's a blue room?
West.
West, yeah. So I thought.
Yeah.
So what did they say?
It's like go to the blue room and follow the signs or something.
Again.
Yeah.
This is me just being stupid. This is I said 20 by 20. Again, my brain just defaulted somehow. It changed the reading. It's 40 by 50, not 20 by 20. It's slightly longer than it is wide. You can see there's like mosaics and stuff in there. So anyways, okay, yeah. So we're let's roll initiative just to have initiative order for everything.
No 20s for me today.
Right, okay. Eric, you go first.
Okay. I go first by nothing happening that you know. Imperceptible strategies and fates work against you.
Right. Do we want a GTFO?
Yes.
Yeah, let's
yes.
Hustle.
Furious just says, blue room, and just goes. Blue room.
Sorry.
This swap places with Good Lash.
It's
Good Lash is getting thrown to the back.
Get behind me, Good Lash. I don't pay you to stand up.
60 feet down.
Stand in front of your danger.
It's 60 feet down before you reach the blue room. And the blue room is a perfect 20 by 20 circle. So 10-foot radius.
Perfect. Nice,
20-foot
nice
diameter.
shapes.
You're not entering it at the direct like 3 degree. You're entering at like 330. That makes sense. You know, so you're not entering at the tangent. Or, I don't know. Not tangent. No, you're not, that's the wrong one. I don't know the word. I don't know the dang middle. I don't know. It's a circle though. Whatever.
6 o'clock.
No, you're like
9 o'clock?
like 3:30, like between 3 and 4.
Yeah. Okay.
You're entering this way. There is a massive. So ahead of you, in this circular room, there are 4 more passageways off of this room. Or sorry, well, 3 total. So you can imagine this is sort of like a weird plus sides intersection. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of talking here. So give me a second.
Okay.
Okay. To the north at, again, not perfectly flush 12, but like 12:30, there is a staircase clearly descending downwards that goes off at least 30 feet before going really, further down. To the south at 6:30, so between 6 and 7, there is a staircase also going down that respective direction. And to the west at 9:30, there's a staircase going up by about 40 feet or so. And that's what you can see. But let me describe this room, the blue room, right, that you're seeing here. Because what looks to be like there used to be blue marble tiling, like mosaics and stuff, in a dome above you in this room, and you see that most of them have fallen down and broken over time, creating this sort of blue dust on the ground. You can see that most of the dust here is going to the south, or like kicked aside, like the passageway. Most people use the southern stairs, is what I'm saying, from here. Both ways, to and from through this room, use that passage. But in the middle of this circle, there is a hexagonal column, and each face of the hexagon, has a respective face. Each of these faces are different from one another, but they kind of remind you of that weird face that you saw in the Beastmen cave, if that helps us. Sorry, I'm using illusions where I normally just repeat and references to things when I normally try to repeat and let you all do that work, so forgive me. But I'm trying to, I feel like I owe you all exposition.
Really high quality, missing
their eyes. Missing eye sockets. But that's a very, very rough one. To be honest with you, it'll take me about 10 minutes to go through all the faces. I don't know if you want to do that or not.
Well, to be honest, we're moving in like a bit of a panic now, right? So I don't know if we've got really time to look at all of these things. You said there's like a clear
direction, so we got to just keep looking.
Just say there's 6 faces. There's a staircase descending to the south. It's actually going. These are all not at slanted degrees, so they are off at the 60, at the 30s, but they're actually flush, perpendiculars off the room. Sorry, they're not respectively slanted. Is that? Sorry, I didn't. Yeah. And okay, I did it again. This is I said 20 feet and it's 40. It's doubled. I'm honestly, man, Michael, give yourself a luck token for the amount of change editing you've had to do, because of my brain today is stuck in 5 feet square grid today. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I'm looking forward to
should
the
be
ODC.
like something like this, right?
Yeah. So you're entering off the if there's something like that, maybe down a little bit more. It's something like that, where like the top, so like the way you're entering this room, right? The top of the part that you're entering is entering right at that, like the perfect middle circle part of the room, at the top's reaching the radius of the circle. I feel like I've lost you all describing that. So
no, believe it or not, I know exactly where we are.
So I'm describing it like this. This is the way you're entering from the west. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And to the right, you're entering this way, right? And then here you're entering this way, and then here you're entering this way. Does that make sense? When I try to describe that again, I don't know. Like, how am I supposed to describe this to a human being? Okay. Anyways, okay. The westernmost passageway that you're looking at from this room going off is busted and collapses about 50 feet, like a cave-in. So that's not going anywhere. The stairway north of here definitely looks like it's going to descend for a while.
It looks
Do
like
we have
everything
directions
went
beyond
south.
this point?
And the staircase south descends 50
we know we
feet.
need to go south.
Head south until you follow them to the Red Bridge.
And the Arcantian stone passageway 50 feet south morphs back into natural caves very quickly and rapidly. Are we heading south?
Yes.
Well, that's where that's where the foot traffic seems to have gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We want to go. We want to go south until we find the boar signs.
Yes.
Okay. So, as you all are descending down these stairs, you're actually kind of entering a Y intersection where there is a sloping up passage east off of these stairs, while you're kind of following a natural sloping passageway down. So there's sort of like a spur going like that, and meanwhile you're kind of like, oh, I'll just go in this together, something like that. That looks like it slopes upwards, leads to some sort of, damp, watery chamber, hellhole for future exploration. And here to the south, what you're doing is you're entering what looks to be a damp cave that is also mixed with maybe like an old ancient Arcantian hall at some point. This room is at most 20 feet wide, but it's kind of like oscillates between 15 feet and 20 feet from the natural kind of stone.
Okay. So this is like an area where it's like there was Arcantian worked areas, and it's like it's shifted or something. It's like something is.
Yeah, it's been ruined from earthquake or.
So it's a kind of because it's a kind of mix of cavern and Arcantian stone, right?
Exactly.
Which is where the throne with the weird golems, that room was like that, right? It was like where Samaruk was there, right?
Actually, to put a finer point on it, you know what it is? It's basically like erosion, where like there was like a passageway or a hall about 20 feet above you that is sunken into the earth now, and now there's this kind of natural floor and like bits of the Arcantian floor that are sticking up, giving you this sort of impression that this is a hall, like a hallway. So I think I said hall, but I think it actually means like hallway. But anyways, it continues.
Okay.
It goes 40. It carries on this like 20 feet, or sorry, it carries on this about 15 feet wide. At its widest, but it's 40 feet diagonal, following the same vector that this rest of this passageway is going. Before it this passageway narrows to about 5 feet, and gently hooks to be perfectly east rather than south, connecting into another chamber.
East, like this.
Sorry, west. Not hooked. Yeah, west.
Yeah, we're coming in from the east. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So from this room, you can feel a breeze on your backs. I guess there's so it's actually been blowing. Okay, that's fine. But this is an uneven 20-foot tall cave. There are two large standing boulders about 10 feet tall bisecting this cave. And as you enter it, you're in kind of like another kind of T intersection. So what this will look like is, so it's kind of 20 feet. I'll just quickly kind of sketch it for you. Looks kind of like a stomach. Yeah. That kind of shape. And between these boulders, believe it or not, there is an old little campsite. And the campsite has lizard feet prints. You can tell by the claws and their size.
Yeah.
the environmental storytelling tells more here. It is that upon first glance of a lizard campsite, no, this was someone else's campsite that was attacked by lizardmen. As you find sponsors of blood on the rocks. And I should have described this to you going the other way, but the steps of the lizards are going the opposite direction from you. So
So they're going.
So they're heading.
So the lizard folk steps are going the way you came.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going away from them.
Did we turn around?
There is scattered around this room, looking around. I imagine maybe Urias picks up. You find a bullseye lantern that's still working order in a corner. In fact, there's a bag of spikes, a 10-foot pole, 2 50-foot coils of rope, a packet of chalk, and a divine scroll amongst the ruins.
Ooh. Astar, what is the divine scroll?
I found a scroll.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, priests can't use scrolls, but
Yeah, you can.
I can read the.
It's a priestly. It's a divine scroll. Sorry, so it's a priestly scroll. Yeah, sorry.
I'll take that.
Yep. It is a priestly scroll to what god do you worship? Mitras, right?
Mitra.
Yeah, it is Mitra. It is a prayer of healing.
Is that different from cure wounds?
Nope, it's cure wounds.
Okay.
But I describe it as sort of it's a inlaid prayer, lay for intercession of healing.
I need a space, and I want to pass off a torch to somebody.
I'll take that torch then.
Did you say we could feel a breeze?
Yeah, a breeze to your on your backs. The breeze is coming from this direction.
Yeah, that area we didn't explore.
Yeah. Maybe we go that way.
All right, do you want to go south here, or do you want to go north?
Could we hear any signs of pursuit? Is that magic mouth still making noise?
No. As you left to the blue room, it stopped. But I will point out here, there's a few things. Up here, you see that there are when you look to the south around this point, you do see a sign of the black boar. So like an inlaid head of a boar with tusks. And this passageway that goes to the south has signs of like scorch marks. Like almost like going partially down it, and then especially near the base of this sort of like 40-foot drop, looks like there's a lot of fire, or was a lot of fire at some point. Like a lot of burn marks.
I'm wondering
if this spits out at where we fought the Setites.
Where we were last week.
Yeah.
We're at the top of the short stair again. I think although I'm very curious to find out about his lizardman.
You should be hearing the falls from where you're standing.
But we can't.
No, you should be, and you are. Like you can hear like the dull roar of the falls.
Because we've only got so much. We're getting short on time.
Yeah, I mean, I say keep going as far as we can. Like we think this might come out by the short stair.
Mm-hmm.
Want to go north?
We found a route to the lizardman, right? I mean, it's past this magic mouth thing.
Yeah.
We want to keep going south, right?
Do you want to go north or south?
We'll head south until you find the boar sign and follow them to the red bridge. So follow the boar sign till we get to the red bridge.
Yep.
So is that north or south?
South.
If this is the boar sign, that's south.
Yeah.
Unless there was a boar sign on the other passage, on the northern passage. There's no.
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 All right. This takes you 50. All right. You will slope down 50 feet. Gently curving, but pretty much straight down south. And this will open into a natural cave with a exit to the east up on about 6 feet, or sorry, about 10 feet up. There's a little natural hook on the other side. There seems to be a lot of burnt scorch marks around here. There's broken glass in your feet.
Yeah, we
and
connected.
You hear a.
Is there a Runar ghost?
There is no ghost around here to be seen. So you at least you have that right now.
So this connects like this.
Yeah.
So.
Although maybe this is a bit shorter actually, but
yeah, that's.
It does. Hastard,
should we get that rope?
I mean, we have like 15 minutes. That seems like a reasonable task to do in 15 minutes. We have a thief who can turn invisible, and presumably has reasonable dex.
Yeah, I've got +3 dex, and I've got a luck token.
Oops.
Oh, so we're going to the stair. Sorry, the chair.
Yeah.
I mean, are there other things scattered about, not magical, but maybe there's treasure that we could pick up as well? We know not to touch the throne.
Well, there's that magic thing in the chair.
Yes,
yeah.
But in addition
other than that, is there anything that we didn't immediately spot as being like super high value, obvious on the floor?
You have to go back there and see.
Then let's go back. Let's go back.
Let's
there.
go. Do it. We hustle.
Okay.
We'll be hustling.
All right. You cast hustle. Yeah, you enter you climb up that 6 foot up lower chamber. You go crawling through here. You start seeing the signs of this glowy violet fungus, and then you see two meaty boys stalwartly defending a what could only be described as a bloody, grisly Jackson Pollock painting over a throne. There is caked on the throne is a obviously like fancy robe.
Are there any weapons or other items or scattered about the platform, like the raised area?
Negative.
So they just exploded whoever sat in the chair, and that was it. That's a player guess. That's not a character guess. Okay. Well,
we're here to contact a thief. This is something he can steal. He's gonna second character of. Gonna try this, I suppose. Did the rest of the party want to
hide?
Hide.
Yeah. We'll wait down the hallway that they can't get down.
Yeah.
You need a light though, right?
I have picked up the bullseye lantern, so I will light it and I'll just leave it in the room.
Well, it didn't have oil though. Do you have oil?
I have oil.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Then you're good.
So I'm just gonna.
Is that going to be enough? If we leave it on the floor, is that going to be enough to light me?
The violet fungus is the violet fungus already has got you.
Oh, it's bioluminescent. Yeah, it's true. It's bioluminescent.
Yeah, the light's for us if we're staying back here.
But the narrow corridor that you're crawling through definitely needs light. You know.
So. I still have a torch lit, so.
Okay, right. Let's do this then. Contact's going to clamber up there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to get ready to grab this thing. He's going to turn invisible as he does it.
Okay.
And then he gets to roll dex with advantage because he's a thief.
Mm-hmm.
I think we said last time it was a DC 15.
Yep. I'm going. Yeah.
What are you going to say? You're going to make it a bit more challenging.
No, I'm just making sure if these things can see invisible or not.
I don't know that, so I'm going to just assume.
Yeah.
They can't.
Yeah, I don't think they can, believe it or not. All right, Godspeed.
He rolls a 16.
That is going to be enough to get it.
Okay.
Just make sure.
Invisibly. Oh, is there any twist? There's going to be a twist in the tail.
No. So you just like in one fell swoop, you don't touch the throne at all. From all the stories that you heard, whoosh, this robe. Someone maybe tried to pry this robe off and got the worst of it off of it, making it relatively easy today. Who knows? But you're holding a blood-soaked robe that clearly has like magical threading in it for clearly of taking a beating from its former occupant, but somehow is okay.
I return to the party, but I stay invisible for the duration of my invisibility.
Yeah. So you
just when they think I've died or something's happened to me, I pop back into existence.
Yeah.
Surprise!
Yeah.
We saw the floating thing.
Yeah.
Would you actually see?
This
It's true.
Yeah,
Is
you
the
probably
robe
would.
Invisible? When I pick it up, is it invisible or does it?
No, I think it stays non-invisible because you're not wearing it. I don't know how that works. I'll figure it out later. That's fine. So, you check the pockets of the robe, and I say that the robe will definitely have 3 gems.
Oh,
A
bonus.
ruby, a sapphire, and an emerald gem. That have somehow, by virtue of a miracle, escaped being crushed.
Rock and stone, brother.
Ruby, sapphire, emerald gems.
Mm-hmm.
Is it time for us to go down the short stairs and head back to Gosterwick?
I mean, it's in that time zone that we can't afford to get into an encounter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we could go to Gosterwick. That would be fine.
Well, I'm
I'm trying
assuming
to
that
put the character on downtime, so yeah.
I assume that trying to go back the way we came is probably a bad idea.
Probably, yeah. I think that's probably a reasonable tactical assessment.
Mm-hmm.
Just making sure to see what the
It's not like the fact the map keeps disappearing, Rory.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah, I was trying to move it so it would
Nobody
more
is
space.
nobody is currently occupying the lift entrance as you are descending, so you'll be good to go to take the short stairs down. Now, do you have like pitons and rope and stuff to cover the last bit of the stair here? Cool.
Is
All right.
Is the lift up?
Yes.
Use the lift.
Yeah, the lift's totally functional. Yeah. It's
There's
locked.
Yeah.
It's locked though. Right. It's on the crane and stuff like that is locked to the wall again. There's a set tight lock on it that keeps it from swaying back and forth because it's on a hinge, so it can go out of the cave or hide it inside. But besides that, I'm willing to just say time passes and you do it. You know.
Okay.
Because I didn't roll an encounter here, so you're good to go.
All right.
Just make sure there's no beastmen waiting for you in the stairs. Nope, you're good to go. As you are setting up your pitons and stuff like that, it's not like, one of those the goat people or whatever are watching and everything's lucking out right now. But you exit out the short stair, off the lift, down the way, go through the thorny underbrush, back to over the Imperial Bridge into Gosterwick. Now, this robe will need identifying, but holy hell, you have found a way. You found a second way. Hello.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, two.
Now this way is like not good. But
it's not a safe route. Yeah,
the Inception sound is definitely, that thing is definitely something you need to be worried about. But about what that summons. But yeah, I mean technically.
Yeah, but through the lower passage, we could look
Yeah,
for the
you know.
spear and the lizard stuff.
Yeah, you got, like the weird horse in Guernica, like staring at you in that stairwell. But yeah, it's fine. So
yeah, what's that crazy blue room, huh? What was that all about?
Yeah, so you have those. Oh yes, well yeah. There's so many faces. There's a lot of faces the way this path goes. But yeah. So you did not, but you did not find the red bridge.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I guess we took a wrong turn somewhere.
But you did get out of there. Okay. So experience. You got those 3 gems. Well, first off, there's 5 of you.
Yep.
And there's 1 companion, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Cool. And you're gonna get 100 for the lizard boys. Or sorry, 200. Okay. That means
the smoky gem, the smoky pearls, the goblins gave us.
Oh, thank you. I totally forgot about that.
Yep.
Although,
Right.
I feel like Rui has passed up his share of that XP.
There's all right. The total XP tonight is 1,000. 800 gold pieces recovered, 200 combat experience. Your XP share per player is 166 XP and 145 gold. That means 72. That means 166 XP for Goodlash and 72 gold for him. Sound good?
So it's 166 XP, was it?
166 and 145 gold.
And that's with the scroll.
Magic
Pair of
items of their own.
scrolls.
They don't. The robe and the scroll don't count towards XP. They count towards treasure for being its own reward.
Yeah.
So you have to identify what that robe does.
Can clerics learn spells from scrolls?
Clerics can know any spell in their prayer books. So all of the core books they can prepare. Right?
Oh, right.
So just each session I can prepare different spells.
Yeah.
Good thing to remember. Okay.
Yeah. So one of the benefits of being a priesty boy.
Yeah.
Is that those spells aren't your spells that you've stolen from the nature of the universe. Those are you are a conduit that you pray for to be filled.
Okay. Did you want me to hold on to those robes until I encounter a wizard to look at them for us, or does someone want to pay to get them identified, or does someone else want to take them?
I'm playing to Sunday and Monday.
I mean,
I don't know if anybody's playing before that with a wizard.
I'm playing Saturday, but I'm probably going to play with a different character. So,
I mean, you took the risks for it, so I guess you get to decide what happens with it. You were the one that was going to get turned into halfling jam.
yeah, it's true, but I'm not sure when I'm going to use this character again. So I would prefer to give it to someone else.
I'm not going to play. I'm not due to play till next week. I don't think.
I mean, unless I just put the robes on and see what they do.
Well, the first thing, sure. If you put the robe on, you immediately get the sensation that this robe has a ton of pockets.
Okay.
A robe of holding, maybe.
Put your hands in the pockets.
Can I check the pockets?
Yeah. So the first one you try is empty. The second one you try is empty. The third one you try is empty. The fourth one hits a. Oh, okay. It hits a bottle. You pull it out. It's a red colored liquid in a vial.
Healing potions are always red.
It's
Yeah,
true.
if there's
It's a
anything Diablo taught me,
Yes.
healing potions are red, magic potions are blue.
You just want me to hold it,
All right.
and then Sunday, Monday, whoever plays.
You
'Cause I'll
put
be
in-
using this
All right. So you put your hand in there. You find you will find a potion. You put your hand in another pocket, and you find more gems.
Okay.
You find 7 what are they? What's the red gem?
Ruby.
Russia. Not
Garnet?
chrysanthemum. Garnet. Not garnet. Carnelian. Carnelians.
Okay.
You find 10. There are 10 carnelians. This is not treasure, but this is money for you. You find 10 carnelians. Each of them is worth 30 apiece. So you just found 300 gold. So, and do you want to keep going through the pockets?
How many pockets are there? Yeah.
A lot of pockets. There's a lot of pockets.
Wait,
I'm being assaulted by a cat.
can you put them back in the pockets?
Yeah, can I put stuff back in the pocket? What happens if I put things back in the pockets? Like if I put the potion back in the pocket.
It doesn't fit in the pocket anymore. The pocket's a mundane pocket.
So when I reach in, I can pull stuff out that's larger than the pocket, but then once it's taken out, it won't.
Exactly. It's like a kind of. It seems like it's a one-way trip kind of situation.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep checking pockets until we get bored.
Okay.
Are you gonna pull the things out the pockets, or are you gonna reach in and check them?
Do we have enough slots?
I mean, this is gonna go to the damn floor.
I'll just put it on the ground.
Okay.
In front of me.
Okay. So I'll give you the. So you will
just turn it
find.
upside down and shake it.
All right.
Well, I might
Yeah.
crash
Do you want to turn it upside down?
Sure. I'll just shake it out. Yeah. What
Okay.
is in the...
There is one of everything on the equipment list. But including a dagger. There is a dagger as well, but no other weapons. There is literally one of everything.
So I imagine I'm doing this at the inn.
Yeah, and you're just like, what the? There's like just a pile. You're like just shaking it, and there's just more and more and more. Yeah. All right. But upon doing that, though, it has no more magical effects. It is the wizard would tell you that is become a mundane robe after you have removed all the useful items.
Oh, I kind of exhausted it. Okay.
Yeah. You just
So one
consumed
of
it all.
everything on the gear list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was an adventurer's robe.
Okay. I mean, if anyone wants to take an item from the mundane gear list, I guess they can do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sell that. Like, I mean, there's holy water, grappling hook, like lantern.
Yeah, it's a holy water. Someone can take a holy water, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I'll take the holy water.
After the thing, what? Okay.
Yeah.
But there's
We'll
one
have a think about it.
I'll take an oil.
If anyone's doing, so go ahead and we can analyze that stuff, but we can wrap up for the night. Everyone got their XP and their share here.
Are you selling the carnelians, and are we splitting that gold right now, or?
Yeah, we can split that gold between us if you want.
Yeah, it's 300.
Divided with good lash or not?
Each
Yeah,
of
good lash
yeah,
as well.
it's 10. Yeah, it's 10 carnelians, 30 a pop. So, however you want to split that up.
How many of us are there? 6.
6. Good.
It's 50 each, right?
50 each, yeah.
So it doesn't quite divide.
No, you have to liquidate it. So yeah, that's the game.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. Interesting.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah, good exploration today. Sorry,
Cool, thanks very much.
I am going to log off and go to bed. So sorry,
Yeah.
I will see your all's downtime tomorrow. Sorry, yeah, I'm just a little
Yeah.
sleeping.
See you
Take
later.
care.
Fine.
Bye.